Hello friends, Stacy Anfinson here with our final TAR report market update for 2023. We've got data through the end of November, so let's dig in and see what we have. Again, a recurring theme throughout here is end of month inventory metrics. So taking this all the way back to 2006, and you can see the red line is total end of month inventory and blue line is resale end of month inventory. This box up here, November end of month, is 28% of what it was during the Great Recession peak inventory in 2008. Not 28% less, but 28% of that. And if you think about all the people that have moved here since 2008, you can see why there is continued support for increasing price metrics. That being said, though, when you don't have inventory, it is tough to produce closed sales. I know that mortgage interest rates seem to be the #1 culprit in this, but a lot of people will point to the lack of inventory, and I could also agree with that. So if you look at November of 2023, we clocked in at 1805, which was the lowest since November of 2015. November of 23 was down 11% compared to November of 2022. And it's down 7% compared to the 18-year average. Average days on the market, for those of us probably since March of 2020, the realtor brain has been reset to thinking that average days on the market is 30 days or less. And it really, if you go back to coming out of the recession, going all the way back to 26, we never hit that metric. The first time we hit that metric was in 2021, so that's a long period. Historically, we typically talk about 60 to 90 days to move a house. You see the high peak in 2011, November at 156. The last 3 years coming out of COVID have increased from 23 to 32, from 39. But you know, the sky is not falling. The 18-year November average is at 72, so we're still well below that. Here's our average sales price. We shrink it to 2017. If you go back to November of 2017 for new and resale listings, the average was 306,000. all the way up to 534.5 in November of this year. So the November average is up 8% compared to 11 of 22 and up 75% compared to November of 2017. And that 75% I'm going to call wealth creation. And those of us in the business realize that owning real property in the US of A is one of the great vehicles to create wealth. Last thing we're going to talk about is our buddies at Redfin. They seem to be the go-to source for national local media about what's going on in there, and they came out with a headline saying price dropping has come to record levels. So the key part of this slide is to let you know that that does not apply to our market. Going back to November of 2017, this is just the number of listings that had at least one price drop. End of month listings that had at least one price drop. You can see it's fairly consistent, 2017, 2018, and 2019. And then COVID came along and nobody dropped their price. So these are not out, I mean, they are outliers, but they are actual numbers. So yes, they were significantly lower. And then November of last year, we jumped up to 2286. But not only did our price dropping not increase to record levels, but they actually decreased. If you just take out the COVID years, it's really the lowest in that period. The November number of price dropping listings is down 35% compared to November of 2022, and it accounts for 39% of end of month listings. Last year, we were about 50% of end of month listings, and so kind of as a little editorial comment, because I think when that headline gets published, everybody thinks it's a negative, but it is not. If none of the sellers drop their prices to market conditions, we have no buyers out there. So I think it's absolutely the sign of an efficient market. The higher percentage, that means the market's changing and the sellers are reacting to that. So the fact that we went from 50% of the listings last year in November to 39% this year, I think is really good. So we're going to wrap things up. Total inventory, bullet point number 1, total inventory and resale inventory, we're down 12%. Total houses listed during November, we're down 12%. Bullet point number 2, year-to-date closed listings were down 18%, November down 11%, and resale down 11%. Bullet point number 3, months of housing supply is still undersupplied territory, which is favorable. It's not favorable for buyers. That's a typo. It's favorable for sellers. Average days on the market increased to 36 from 34, and the overall average sales price was up 8%, and the resale average was up 13%. So I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas, leave you with a little Isaiah 7:14. I certainly appreciate all the referrals that have been given, all the likes, and all the people that are viewing and they're subscribed to the Tar Report website. So once again, website located at www.tarreport.com, and these are the contact informations. And thank you so much for watching this. If you like it, hit the like button, and we will see you next year.